I thought y'all might enjoy a little update on my black and white journal glue book thing. It's coming along nicely. I've covered most of the pages with either black or white paper or cardstock. My spine is staying nice and straight. It's not getting too wonky on one side, so I'm happy about that. And I've made a little bit of progress. So let's go through right quick and I'll show you. There's a nice page or spread, 2 pages. And this one I did on the last live stream, I believe. Not all are covered, but that's okay. I'll either cover them as I go or I won't. I don't know. I'm just kind of making this up as I go. These I put down, I don't know if they're just going to be backgrounds or if that's going to be the whole page itself, because the images are kind of awesome. There's Frida, and then there's a couple more. There's Audrey. Some of these are kind of a mess. Yeah, that's all right. They're all going to get covered with something at some point. This one was just a bunch of different tissue and napkins that I just tore up and Mod Podged down. There's Norma Jean. And Sophia. That one turned out great. Another one I like, which I can continue to add to if I want. Or not. Yeah. A lot of fun going on in there. And today, I think what I want to do is work on an inclusion. I've been kind of messing with some inclusions. I don't know if they're things that I'm going to glue down, things that I'm going to slip in a pocket, make a pocket out of. I don't know. I haven't got there yet. But just, you know, parts and pieces. Like, okay, I had this big dog, which I put on a black background, because I just felt he needed to be on a black background. I don't know where he goes from there. A lot of these are pieces that were in one of those paper sample books from paper mills, you know. This says Muse on it, and it's kind of embossed, so it was super cool. And I really love that cat image. Oh, that makes me happy. So I just stuck it in there. I don't know where it goes from here, you know, I don't know. It could go in here, because this was a little part of the paper sample kit, and these were 2 other different parts, or this was, and they're black and white, so I stuck that in there. This cat's program, it had color on the back, so I just put a piece of paper and some tape, covered that up. The whole inside is black and white, so I can do stuff with that. I can stick this in here if I want. You know, I don't know. This, and it's got some color right here that I need to cover up, so it was a scrap that fits kind of just right down there, so I'll probably put that there. And then I may bind this. I might staple it. I have a long arm stapler, but I'm not there yet because I'm not real sure if I want to take some of these boring pages out or if I want to put something on them. Do I want to take this apart? I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with that, so I'm just kind of leaving them here in my bucket. And I've got, this was a piece of packaging from Canvas Corp. Some, I don't remember what it was. I guess it was those little file folder things. And then I had this picture, which is not a real vintage picture. It's a fake vintage picture that I just stuck on this background because it was black and white on this side. And then it had some color up here, so I put a scrap of scrapbook paper across there so it looks kind of like a little frame, which it could be. I could glue that down, I could make it a pocket, or I don't even know. But it's an inclusion to be dealt with later. And today, the inclusion that I want to work with is this black and white Sephora bag. Got this earlier this year when I got Jason some cologne, and I've been kind of messing with it, and I think what I want to do is I have folded it in half, and then I have got these super cool coloring book page things. This, I believe these were from my friend Jenny, and they're I think they're just coloring book pages that she cut out and put in here. And like, she draws really, really good. So sometimes I can't tell stuff that she has drawn herself and something that's been professionally printed. Like, she is that good. So yeah, not sure. But anyway, these are super cool. I love this. She also sent this envelope that has some small little fun pieces in it that can be colored or left black and white. So I thought what I would do is use this bag and turn it into like a book cover. I can bind that right there, because see, look, it fits perfect. So I'll do that, and then that leaves this front part here for, you know, to stick something like that in there. And then this back part, okay, this is the bottom of the bag, right? So the bag opened like this, and it has, see that white piece of cardboard? That's just a little thin piece of chipboard. I didn't want that. It was just in the way, and it made the bag too bulky. So I took my heat tool and heated up the seams to see if I could get the glue to let go without, you know, ripping the paper too bad. I mean, it did. There was a little bit of ripping, but that's all right. So opened this up like so I could take out the annoying piece of cardboard, chipboard, whatever. So that leaves me with this whole situation, which I have fiddled with, I've folded, I've done all kinds of stuff with. And what I think I want to do is tuck these down inside there, like so. There we go, like that. And then these like that, and then pull that down, glue this down, glue that down because I don't really need that, so that I've got another pocket that I can use for some more black and white stuff that fits just right there. And I'll probably cover this with some decorative paper because it's kind of chewed up. It's got the glue on it and, you know, little rips, and I'll find something to make it look nice. But I think this is the construction that I want. And I figured y'all would want to see that happen, so I'm going to show ya. We'll make it happen. Now, how am I going to put this in here? I could do the long arm staple. and be done with it. But let's just make it as hard as possible, and let's sew this, I think. So let me go get a needle and some thread, and yeah, then we will bind our little gift bag book. Be right back. Okay, I've got my needles and my book stuff that I keep in here. And I've got hemp. We could use hemp. I've got a little bit of wax linen left. And black. This is not really a book where wax linen is going to be super important. Sometimes it is, because you know, you can pull it tight and it holds onto itself. I think I might just use this black hemp. Hemp is really strong packaging. So it's good for books. So let's just use it. I won't need a cradle or anything like that for this. Let's just do 3 times the length of the spine of your book. You can wax this if you want, but it's not really necessary for this. Now I need a needle, and it looks like these are my bookbinding needles, which are blunt on the end. I need one with kind of a big eye. There we go. That will work. And we need to poke some holes. Now I've lined these up about like I want them. They're not all exactly the same spine length, and if I want to I can measure it or just eyeball it. I've got a ruler right here beside me, so I think I'll measure it. Probably want to move in a little bit. There. Okay, so this measures about 5.5 long, the spine does. So half of that is what? 2 3/4. I want to find the middle point. I have one of those, you know, with the 0 in the middle rulers, centering rulers. Yeah, but it's not in my hand at the moment, so I'll just do this the old-fashioned way. Got a little pokey tool, and there's 2.5, there's 2 3/4, so about right there is the middle. So I'm gonna poke me a big old hole right there. Now I want to come in, let's say maybe about 1/2 inch from either end. So 1/2 inch right there. And out there. If it was a bigger book, I would come in probably 1 inch from either end. Oh yeah, we're doing just a 3-hole pamphlet stitch, by the way. Did I say that? All right. Okay. So poke 3 holes, and then decide whether I want my tie on the outside or the inside. I usually almost always want it on the inside, and yeah, that's what I want for this one. So I'm gonna lay this. This is how I want it to be in my bag. So I'm just gonna use the hole that I poked in the signature as my guide for the hole in the cover. So there's that one, that one, and that one. And I'm going to go down through here because the tail is going to be right here. That means this is where I'm going to end up and tie off. So go down through, hold my tail, go up through one of the end ones, doesn't matter which one. And okay, this never happens, like, you know, where you go through the cover and it gets right through your signature. Woo! That is awesome. Yeah, sometimes you have to go through the cover and then kind of work it through those holes in the signature, and that's fine. It's usually what I have to do. Then go skip over the middle and go down through the opposite end one, like that. Keep it pulled, everything pulled very snug. Then you want to come up back through the middle again, and you want to not split your thread, and you want to come up on the other side of the center, like this. See, this end is on this side of the center, so I want this end on the other side of the center so that that centerpiece is kind of straddling these two. Everything is tight. Make extra sure, and then just tie it off. Make a square knot, or make 2 square knots, or if you know other fancy knots, you can make those. Go around one more time. And there we have it. 'Tis bound in our bag. Okay. Did I get it right set up? I did. Yay! Alrighty. Now let's back out a little bit. And let's fix this. Okay. I think I want to cover these with something. Let's see what kind of scraps I got. I'm just folding all these papers up going, no, 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 no. I need to just commit to one and make it happen, don't I? Let's just do that. Okay. I think I agree with a lot of people that were on the live stream the other day. I'm not a fan of the Gorilla Glue Stick. To me, it seems to be too sticky. If, you know, it's kind of a weird thing to not like in a glue stick, but I mean, it is just, well, it spreads pretty good on this coated paper, but on the regular papers I was using it on, it felt like it was not spreading well, and it was just kind of sticky, like not sticky like in tacky, like gluey, but sticky as in getting hung up. You know, it wouldn't spread. That's what I'm trying to say. It wouldn't spread like I thought that it should. So yeah, it was irritating. But I do have to say, on this coated paper that I just put it on, it seemed to go on a lot smoother. Okay, I'm just going to trim around this. There we go. Now, got my flaps done. I'm going to use a contrasting paper on this part, like so. And then I have to do a little gluing on the inside so that some of the flaps stay together. I'll show you what I'm talking about. This was super easy to do. You saw that, right? So you can just, now you can just find any old bag you got around the house and make a little book out of it. Super quick, especially if your signature is already made up by someone else who did an awesome job. So now I'm going to want to glue this down, but I want it glued here too, so that my pocket is just right there and there will be no confusion there. I also want to glue this down. I think I'm going to do that first. And I'm going to use some stronger glue than a glue stick. I'm going to use some Helmar 450. Okay, I ordered some new glue. I was watching, I forgot who I was watching. Someone that was new to me on YouTube, and she's fabulous. I subscribe to her channel. I will find out who that is and provide a link. And not that I, can't remember who she is. Well, obviously I can't remember who she is, but it's because I watched several the other day and subscribed to several new channels. So I'm not sure which one she was. But she was using something called reptile glue. And she loved it. She was talking about, it sticks well, it holds well, da 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 da. I mean, it was enough for me to just go straight to Amazon, order me some reptile glue. I didn't even read about it. Is it made from reptiles? I got no clue. I just knew I had to have some. I'm like a real big pushover when it comes to things like that. If someone just says, oh, this is awesome, you should have it, I'm like, all right, sign me up. So, yeah. It is not here yet, so I can't use it, but I am excited to try the reptile glue. It looks like a PVA, just, a white glue, and she said it's really strong, so I'm wondering if it's like a tacky glue. I don't know, but I will definitely give y'all my thoughts on that when it arrives and I glue something down with it. Got lifting here, see, lifting. Okay, that's probably just because I missed gluing that spot down, but it's so hard to tell with glue sticks. And I lost my lid. There it is. Okay, so now I've got this pocket. And I've got this pocket, so I can put this in here, and I can put these back here, that, and I've got this in here. What am I going to do about these? Clearly, they need to be a closure, but clearly, this doesn't really work. Okay, I'm going to, let's untie these, pull them out, and then just see what we can finagle out of this. I wonder if maybe this would be better. Well, but if I do that, that's going to limit my pocket size, because stuff will only be able to fit in between there, and that's going to mess that up. Now I could move that back there and put these up here. No, that's still a little too tight. That's not going to work. It would make a better closure. I don't know. What if we did this? Tied this together here. Oh no, that's the same problem. Oh, I should have gone the other way. Like this. Tie it together on the inside. Maybe. Like that. And then enter like that. Oh, that won't really, unless you do that. Okay, let's try that. Thinking out loud. So we could do this. Oh, forgot to take the knot out. Okay. So we could do that. Oh, I've got one like way shorter than the other. Oh well, this is just a maybe. So then to close it, all I'd have to do is maybe twist and go around like that, twist and go around. I might like it. Okay, gonna have to make it longer, so make this knot smaller. Make these knots smaller. By smaller, I mean shorter tails so that I've got more string to work with. I don't know that that's going to work, but because it almost was just right, but not quite. And I don't even know if these two strings are the exact same size. Just going to trust that Sephora made them the same size. Let's see. It's about right. So twist and wrap. That one fits. Twist and wrap. That one fits. Oh, hey. That's kind of cool. Oh, okay. I think I'm just going to do that. That way it's still very much like a bag, and I still have room to put my stuff, don't I? Yep, I do. I can put this in here, and then these things back here, like I had in my mind. Like that, and then I've got my little book, and then I go twist, wrap, and twist, and wrap. Ha! Love it. Now that needs like a little pocket or something, or I could bind it into my book at some point, you know, just go through there, take another string and go through my binding holes and make it come out here, which I may do, or I may just make a pocket for it, or I don't know. But that is that for now. So, yeah, I think I'll just end it because that was what I wanted to do, is figure out how to make this bag into a book, and it turned out great. And that's just one thing that you can do if you're working on a project and maybe you're overwhelmed by your pages, or you're not inspired by your pages. Try scaling it down, make a little inclusion, you know, and then you can figure out what to do with that inclusion later. All right, y'all, that's all. The end.